Hello you guys and welcome to today's video. Today I am sharing a step-by-step guide on how to order groceries to be delivered at your Walt Disney World resort. This is super simple and easy to do, but wanted to step you through. I'll be doing some screen records, popping things up on the screen so you can see what I'm seeing and know exactly how to do this and be a grocery ordering pro. But before I get into this video, I quickly wanted to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Ashley, and on this channel I share tips, tricks, and hacks for taking toddlers and little kids to Disney vacation planning tips, travel tips, as well as vlogs from our adventures along the way. So if that is content that you're into, be sure to click the red subscribe button below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a little thumbs up down there. It really does help to show some love and support on the channel. And with no further ado, let's jump into that tutorial. So first things first, you're gonna need to know the address that your resort is at. I highly recommend going to your My Disney Experience account if you are staying at a Disney World resort or wherever you are staying, going to their official website. Don't just Google it, because sometimes resorts will have similar names and you could end up with the wrong resort reservation or resort address, and you don't want that. So from the My Disney Experience app, I'm going to show you that screen record now. From there, all you're going to need to do is click the little three lines, which if you didn't know, it's actually called a hamburger. So now you know something fun and new. Click or tap the little hamburger icon there and then go to future plans. And then from there, your resort reservation should be there at the tip top. So tap on that button. And then from there, all you'll need to do is scroll up until you get to the reservation section, and it will show you there at the bottom. It will have your resort hotel address. You'll just take that address and input it into your Walmart app. So let's hop over to the Walmart app and start adding that, and then start adding in some things to our cart so we can get our groceries ordered. For today's video, an example, I'm going to be using Walmart. I've also did Amazon Prime, so I will link that video at the end of this one if you'd rather see that instead. But I am using my Walmart Plus account because I have that, use it at home, love getting unlimited grocery deliveries with that service. I have Walmart local to me, so it works out great, and it works out great on vacation because I can order and get the same things that I'm used to at home there at that store as well. So with no further ado, let's jump into this app. And here on the screen, you'll see there at the top is how do you want your items. So if you will tap on that button, you can add an address and be able to select that. So once you click on that, then you'll tap the add new address button in the top left-hand corner. And then from there, you'll just put your first name, your last name. You're gonna put in the street address for the resort. So we're putting in West Buena Vista Drive. With the Disney addresses, a lot of them pop up as Lake Buena Vista, but when you're looking at them in a lot of apps, like on the Walmart Plus, Amazon, other apps that you may be using for any type of delivery, a lot of times it will say Orlando, Florida. So that is the one you're going to want to go with. And then you can input your phone number as well there. That way, if they have any questions or the delivery driver has any questions, they can call you. With other delivery services, I didn't experience this with Walmart, but with others, I have had them to call me and be like, hey, if it was a new driver, they've not delivered to a resort before, they were like, hey, where am I supposed to leave this? This is a hotel. And all you'll need to do is tell them to leave it with Bell Services. And Bell Services actually has a refrigerator that they will keep things in. Now, they will not freeze things. So say you're staying in a villa at a Disney DVC resort, a Disney Vacation Club resort, and you're going to have a freezer and refrigerator there in your room. They do not have that capability. So if you're ordering ice cream or frozen yogurt or anything that needs to be frozen vegetables, whatever, that stuff will not be frozen. It will be refrigerated. And then once you can get it to your room, you can kind of appropriately take care of it. But those bags are marked and kind of set separately for them to know, okay, these are cold items. They need to go in the refrigerator and they will keep them cold for you. So that is good to know. But that is just one thing to note. If you do get a call and they're like, hey, where do I leave this? Just tell them Bell Services. You're a pro. Just tell them, just leave it at Bell Services and you'll be good. Under delivery instructions, you can add notes or information. So delivery partners know where to leave packages. And you can even leave it there as leave at Bell Services, so that they can see that in the delivery instructions as well and know. One thing I do like to do is beside of my last name is I like to put a little slash or dash or whatever, and then type in all capitals guest. That way it kind of triggers, okay, this is being delivered for a guest. If you want to, you can even add right there beside of your last name, you can even add in your confirmation number if you'd like to do that. I've done that before in the past as well, and it just helps them identify those items. And sometimes if the delivery comes, you have it set up to come after you've already checked in, or maybe you got into your room early, then they can even call you and say, hey, we have a delivery for you here, and they'll know it's for you and everything. And so that can be really, really easy too, and get your order moving along a little bit faster. So that is one of the ways you can do that. But we're going to do is save that address, and then from there it can help you pick out the Walmart that is closest to your hotel resort. The Kissimmee Super Center is going to be less than a mile away from our hotel, so that's the one that we're going to save and just kind of pick as our delivery. Now I'm going to start going through and adding things to my grocery order, so you can kind of see that in real time here on the screen, and some of the things I order, so I can kind of give you some ideas of things that you can have delivered to your resort and save room in your luggage. Here in a minute though, when I'm done, I will let you know some of the other things that we order that I'm not particularly doing this time, but some other great ideas that you might want to throw in your cart. Of course, in true grocery list fashion, you miss a couple things. So one thing that I went back and added after I filmed this video was laundry detergent. I can't believe I forgot that. I love doing laundry while on vacation, coming home with clean clothes. I digress. It's a wonderful thing, but I went back and added that. I also added some liquid IV to my order. If I need to, I'll add some Pedialyte to the order for my girls, the little packs that you can just add 2 bottles of water just to help them stay nice and hydrated while we're on vacation. So little things like that, add those in there as you think of things. Start making a grocery list of things that you would like to have, and I highly recommend adding that to your phone or whatever and just starting that list. That way you don't forget anything. It's super simple. But the nice thing is you can go in and add items to your order as you think of them up until just a few hours before it is delivered. Okay, so that's just a few of the things that we like to add to our grocery order when we are traveling. It varies from time to time, and how long we're going to be there will be also dependent upon how many things that we get. And while yes, like just looking at this total, it's $88 before even tax and driver tip and everything like that, but that is so much savings compared to buying a lot of these things at Disney World, like even the little Sprites and things. It's nice to have a soda, but it's better to spend $5.88 for us to get an 8-pack of 12-ounce bottles. Yes, they are smaller, but I will spend $4 on a 12-ounce or a 16-ounce or 20-ounce Sprite there versus doing this and getting multiples, and I can have like a fresh little small one because I won't drink a whole 20-ounce at once. So I like to have a little small one. It's just refreshing and nice to have something different. Bottled water, you're saving so much money on bottled water alone. And then snacks for the kids, things like that, for them to have some fruits and berries and stuff that's hydrating and also a little bit better for them than sugar. So I like to throw those in there as well. Pouches, stuff that I know they're going to eat. One thing to note, if you are staying at a Disney resort, most of them have switched to now having beverage coolers. So what that means in English is it's not a mini refrigerator like everyone talks about, and even Disney on their website still calls it a mini refrigerator. But the key difference in this is those do not get below 41 degrees Fahrenheit. So how to know about this is if you have one of those doors on the mini fridge that is a glass door, then that is actually a beverage cooler. So just something to note, that normally things that I would typically buy, like yogurt pouches that are refrigerated, I would keep in the refrigerator here, don't stay as well in that. Fruit lasts, but we are only going to be there for 5 days. Anything longer than that, it gets a little iffy. You might need to restock during the midway through your trip if you're doing like a full week, things like that. It's great for drinks. It does keep them nice and cool, but you're not gonna freeze anything. There's no freezer section to this, so nothing super cold. So yeah, just something to keep in mind is anything really cold, that's not a great one. So that is why I go with the yogurt pouches that I do. They are shelf stable, so they don't need to be refrigerated. Same with like the applesauce, things like that. Those things don't need to go in the refrigerator. As well as if you are needing milk, if you have a little one that needs drinks milk, I would look for a shelf-stable milk. I know Horizon Organic has some shelf-stable milk, so if your child is used to having that every single day and they're gonna need that, then highly recommend looking into that. A lot of these though, like even with the yogurt pouches, you can serve them cooled, so I'll still can throw them into the refrigerator, but I don't have to worry about them getting warm or like staying cold. So I hope that helps and makes sense to you guys. But just wanted to throw that one in there as kind of a PSA for you guys. But that's just kind of looking at what I have. Any toiletries, things like that, it's just a little bit easier to not have to worry about packing it. And another great thing to do is if you have a little one that is into pull-ups, diapers, that you're gonna need wipes, things like that, order those. We have what's called an owner's locker, so we have some that are already there left over from the last trip. But if you are going and you're gonna need some, that is always something that I order instead of buy at either the gift shop or even pack, because those diapers take up so much space. Then if you want to do that and like have that as, okay, this is my souvenir room, do that. But if you're wanting to slim down your suitcase, then definitely order those to be delivered to the resort. But just going ahead and going through this to continue to check out. So you're just going to tap that, continue to check out. If there's anything, any suggestions that they're leaving here that you might need, you can go ahead and select those. And then when it comes time to just select where you want it delivered and how you want it delivered, all you'll have to do is slide through and see the days. You can do this quite a bit earlier than a lot of other grocery delivery services. You can actually schedule this almost a full week in advance, which is really, really nice. So all you'll need to do is select your day and then select your date, your time frame that you're going to be there. If you are going to be flying in early and you might need some of these items, say some pouches, you need to start digging into those snacks for your kids, take them to the pool or something like that, then I would recommend having them be delivered during that time frame that you're planning to arrive at your resort. But if you don't think you're going to need that, I would push it off and not have it delivered until check-in time for you. That way it's a little bit closer to then. That just tends to work a little bit better. That way those things are out of being like properly refrigerated and things like that for less time, even though Bell Services will 100% put it in the refrigerator for you. That is when I like to order it for those that are, I usually get that question of when do you have it delivered? So wanted to kind of answer that one too. But you'll just go through that process once you've selected the day, then it'll step you through of taking your credit card information, debit card, whatever you use to pay, and finalizing that order. And so it just makes it so much easier having to pack less. You don't have to worry about it if you're not using a rental car or you're not driving. This can be a great way to save time. And another great way though, if you are driving, is do a pickup order, swing by the store. You don't even have to worry about wasting the time to go in and shop and pick everything up. You can just have that grocery order placed and ready to go. You just pull in, they put it in your trunk, and you keep driving and get to your resort a lot faster. So that can definitely help you save some time. But if you are more interested in doing an Amazon Prime order, I will link that video right over here. You can click on that, go over, check it out, and I do a step-by-step tutorial from there too. But thank you again for watching, and if you're going over there, I'll see you there.